It's a quite to pick up the best game of Michal Tal. And of course it's a quite to pick up the best game of Michal Botvinnik, but why not to watch the game? What is immortal and amazing. Let's come back to World Championship match Moscow 1960, where Michal Tal is playing with black pieces and Michal Botvinnik with white pieces. And Botvinnik is doing quite well. He has advantage in the center and of course he has advantage from the opening. But what about black? It's important to be active and of course it's important to watch the center. The center is the most important part on the board and e5 makes sense. And I'm quite enjoying this game because Michal Botvinnik played move e4 and he's trying to keep the center under his control. So why not? And c6 and h3. Still, of course, without any doubt, we are following theory. So queen b6, it's a quite good move, and d5. And since now we have chance to speak about chess. After exchange on d5, we have here open c-file and we have two rooks. So just imagine that it's quite good to place black's rook to open a c-file, but now it's difficult to do it because in the way to do it is bishop and knight. And that's exactly the goal of the chess masters. You know what to do, but you don't know how to do. And now knight has to move somewhere, bishop has to move somewhere just to make a place for the rook. Knight c5 makes sense, knight d7 exchange, and finally rook c8. It's everything is simple if you know what to play, but let's come back because how is possible to find such an easy plan? It's good to remember that rooks belong to open files, and here both rooks are looking or are watching open C file. So it's easy to make a space for them. So bishop d7 exchange, one rook to c8 and knight h5. The plan is to go for move f5 and to be active. Of course, still center. As the center is blocked, it's still important to attack the center. And please remember, if you have chance to play in the center, just play there. Because the center, as I told you, is the most important part on the board. Bishop e3 happened, and now, if we have chance to split chessboard in my half and opponent's half, it's exactly important to deliver as much as possible my pieces to opponent's half of the board. So what do you think here black is going to play? His queen is under attack and black played queen b4. If nothing, at least this queen is active and is sitting inside of our opponent's half of the board. Usually, the most active moves are going forward, the most passive moves are going backwards. So queen b4 is a good move, and maybe a3 is still queen a5. Okay, if this queen should not be on b4, at least is more active on a5 than somewhere else. But Botvinnik played queen e2 and rook c4. Again, we understand why this move is a good move. Because, for one more time, let's split chessboard into my half and opponent's half, and if nothing, it's great to have two pieces there. Now rook c1 and rook c8 and f5. So Michal Tal believed that has advantage because the player with advantage, I mean stronger pieces, bigger activity, space advantage, is usually going and he's going to open position. Yes, he's going and going and going, but he's going to open position, and f5 move is a good move. The player with advantage has a strong plan. And the plan is just go there and open position. So exchange on f5 and bishop f5. Now rook has to go to a1 and knight f4. What amazing move. Just imagine that this move is brave, is immortal. Maybe it's a mistake, maybe it's not the best move here. But what I believe, only Michal Tal has a chance to play this move. And What do you think about this move? You know, it's hard to refuse this move. It's not bad, it's not great, it's a difficult move for white, and even great Michal Botvinnik has a problems to solve this position. Okay, he took, of course, maybe to go to d2, nothing happened. Yes, something happened because black has 2 bishops advantage, and still I think that is doing well, but maybe at the other side, still white's position is still okay. How long? I don't know, but that's another story, because Botvinnik took this knight and he doesn't believe that this sacrifice is working. Just imagine that this is the World Chess Championship match and Michal Tal is going for this sacrifice. That's nearly crazy. So what's happened? Exchange on f4 and bishop d2, and here maybe bishop e5 is stronger. But Tal took on b2, now rook b1, and I believe that it's not bad to take on b1, but it's a bad, you know. Tal saw this position and maybe he understands that this position is difficult. And do you know why? After queen c2, here is a knight b5. And it's hard to defend pawn on e5, because after bishop e5, here is a knight d6 and queen e6 check, and I found it a beautiful variation. Say rook b7 and check, check, check here, and checkmate on h6. So here it was a mistake to take this rook. Even it's hard to count this variation till end, but it's good to understand that Michal Tal is not going for material. He's going for activity and active play, and that's something what is good to learn from him. Just to be more active than our opponent, just to be brave and don't worry about material. I hope that you are enjoying this game, and if yes, just feel free and press like or press follow and made my day. Now, let's come back and let's remember both players as great players, chess legends and chess heroes. So f3 happened, but here, now rook b2 is the final blunder. After this move, this endgame is absolutely lost for white, and just speak why. 2 bishops, extra pawn and strong pass pawn on e2. Unfortunately, even Botvinnik is a gentleman, is a great chess player. He is lost now, and what to say? Well done to both players, because it was a chess show. Bishop f4 and maybe now rook c3 is still winning. And I believe that this position is quite simple one for black. But what's happened? Bishop f4, and after a few more moves, this position is going to be simplified, and it's not hard to win this game. Even here is 1 pawn, another pawn. Let's speak about the pass pawn and 2 bishops, and of course d5 pawn is going to decide this game. And here this endgame is lost for white. Amazing chess game where both players did a good job. Michal Tal sacrificed knight, and Michal Botvinnik play a blunder. This endgame was lost for him. I hope you enjoyed this game, and if yes, just feel free and press like or press follow and made my day. I hope you enjoyed. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.